Hey everybody, Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. Today I'm going to cover a slightly different topic. I'm going to talk to you guys about gynecomastia, which is also commonly known as bitch tits. I feel this topic needs to be addressed because there seems to be a lot of ignorance on the topic, and I got a question the other day in my comments and someone asked me if gynecomastia is a sure sign that someone has done a steroid cycle. And I have to say on that, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But hold on, before I get into further details on that, let me give you guys a bicep shot. All right, on to gynecomastia. For those who aren't aware of what it is, gynecomastia is the enlargement of your breast tissue. And men naturally have breast tissue. You have glandular tissue in your breast, just like a woman, that are capable of lactating and producing milk. And through a number of hormonal reasons, sometimes in males, that tissue gets enlarged and they develop breasts, and they might be very small budding breasts, or they might actually become full-blown breasts. And yes, this is a common side effect of steroid use. It's one that's generally easily prevented. However, the reality is the vast majority of men in the world with legitimate gynecomastia do not have it as a result of steroid use. Just because someone has it does not mean that they've done a steroid cycle. Most men who develop it naturally, they develop it as a result of when they hit puberty, their estrogen levels go up a bit too much, and they develop it during their teens. Or you see a lot of males if they become obese and you become overweight because there's a lot of aromatase activity inside of fat tissue, and having too much body fat can lower testosterone. What you'll see is that their estrogen to testosterone ratios get out of whack, and men will develop actual breast tissue a lot of times when they are overweight. Now, what can you do about it? This is something that seems to be a lot of confusion. A lot of people say, oh, surgery is the only means. I'm personally of the opinion that this myth was started by plastic surgeons. And this is what plastic surgeons tell people because they want their business. But the reality is, and I'm going to use myself as an example, I developed gynecomastia while I was in bed sick. And when I gained 100 pounds of fat while I was sick just a couple of years ago, I developed gynecomastia. However, I cured that gynecomastia. And you guys will note in my summer transformation pictures, I've got tons of pictures of me with my shirt off through varying stages of the contest at different angles. And you guys can clearly see I do not have any gyno. But I had gyno 6 months before that contest started. And I personally removed it. And again, I can tell you guys this because these things are illegal to possess and use in my country. But I cured it by combining an aromatase inhibitor with a SERM. Now, this isn't going to work for everybody. And guys, please do not contact me on here asking for protocols on how to do this, because it is against YouTube rules for me to give advice on doing anything illegal. And I could get my account banned. So I'm not going to answer that. That's too bad. You guys can do plenty of research there. You guys can type this into Google and you will find that there's tons of advice, tons of information on forums out there from people who have cured their own gyno or massively reduced the size of it through using hormones and other drugs to do so. You don't need me to give you advice on that. So don't ask, because I'm not going to give it to you. Because in some countries, these compounds are not legal, and so therefore I'm not willing to jeopardize my account. And it's not going to work for everybody. Maybe half of people who develop gyno find these things as a successful method of either curing it completely or reducing it to a point to where it's no longer noticeable. And for the rest, if they want to get rid of it, they're going to have plastic surgery and have it surgically removed. Now, what some people will say at that point is, yeah, but I'm a lifetime natural and I don't want to do that because that would be cashing in my natural card. And yeah, you are right. In fact, in most natural bodybuilding, drug-tested powerlifting, and sports in general, those things are banned substances. They are considered performance-enhancing drugs, and they are tested for in serious athletes. But you have to ask the question of, at that point, is it more important to you to hold on to your lifetime natural card or to get rid of your breasts? And if you're not willing to cash in your natural card to get rid of that, then learn to love your beautiful breasts. Or go see a plastic surgeon, because those are your only 3 options. All right, guys, I hope this has been informative. That's really all I have to say on that today, and I will talk to you next time.